Welcome back, my name is Marx, and this is episode 14. Okay then, so we've got some additions to the town here. Mainly these two, literally these two guys behind me. This one here is a running joke with a Minecraft friend of mine, Nasix, which goes back to my original version of this world. And then I asked her for another name because there was two sides, and she came up with Lord not Cartington. Close to Cartington, so I named him Lord Cartington because he's a horse, he pulls carts, and yeah, they're imaginative. So as you just saw, we have built a shipyard over here, and a bunch of stuff in the shipyard ready to go over to the trade island once we've got the docks and things ready to go. Now this is based... Okay, just fall off. This is based very loosely on the Atlas shipyard dock things. Purely in the you have a top bit and a bottom bit. Everything else though was just done on the fly, to be honest. Including the ship frame, which I actually, oh my days, I can't stay up there. Which I actually really like the shape of this, so I might use this as a base for a bunch of ships that we're going to put out in the water. So I think they might come out quite well. But not only that, we've also done a bunch of interior decorating. I say a bunch, we've done maybe about a third of it, but a good chunk's been done in here. So we've got the entirety of the interior of the inn here done. All pretty basic, to be honest. So we've got a bunch of tables and chairs and things down here, some stools at the bar. We've got a little kitchen for preparing the food for the guests, and then the bar itself. And all the rooms are pretty basic. This room's open. So it's just a bed, a side table, and like a little desk for them. And then we've got the proprietor's room. Got tongue-tied there. Which has the addition of a bit more storage and a sink and a view of the bridge for people to coming in. There's a double room down the end actually, which is a little bit bigger, but because of that, it's a double room. They are all pretty much the same, just different rotations outside of that. Even in the attic, they don't particularly change too much. We've then got all these guys. So these are all the really cheap, tiny little 2 up 2 down houses. So they've all got a kitchen. Some have a storeroom, which is literally just like a little pantry. So they've got the kitchen, they've got a table and chairs, a living room at the front, and for the most part it's just 2 rooms upstairs. They've got a master bedroom, which has obviously a desk and twin bed and side tables, and then just a smaller bedroom off the side. So nothing too particularly extravagant with these. The main things we focused on off camera have been the shops here. So there's only 2 shops, this one and the bakery just up there, and that's literally just stock in the shelves. We've got a bunch of different items and things available for people to come by. We've got a apparently unclothed store clerk and a bunch of fruit and veg, general items, and then upstairs we've got a few rarities, just stuff you can find in the mines. But in this instance, they're rarities, so they're like jewelry and things like that, and rare stones and whatnot, available for customers and passing travelers to purchase. And then we've got the bakery, which we've got a display window just here with cakes and pumpkins and things. And coming inside, that's a nice little overhead sign, which I forgot to do with the other one yet. We've got bunch of bread, a slightly too small till, some cookies been put up on sample, and coming, oh yeah, then we've got cakes. This armor stand's moved. Right. Trying to select an armor stand. Can I find one? No. What can use him? So yeah, we've got the membrane and the Nautilus shell in here because they kind of look a little bit like trees. This one? No. Okay, I'll not do this now. So I thought I'd put them in as just like variety, so we had a few more sweet treats in here. And then coming in the back, we've got surplus bread, cakes, and cookies fresh out the oven, cooling in the cooling racks just here. Now, none of this, these are kind of nearly finished. Not upstairs, but the rest of them kind of are. This place, as I said, it's about a third done in terms of the decor, but the village itself, sorry, the town is pretty much done now. We've got these new buildings in. And we've also got the lampshades just here as well. Now, this up here is the lord of the town, the guy who overlooks everything, and it's very, very incomplete in terms of decorating, but we've got a servant side and we've got the lord side. So it's just it's going to be like a dining room and like a study in here. We've got the back corridor, so the servants aren't seen. It's under the stairs. Coming back here, we've got a servant staircase and a kitchen. And I'm still in the process of decorating this place. Servant staircase obviously goes all the way up to their quarters in the attic, which is just an empty room currently. But this is going to be their circulation through the property. This is going to be like the Lord's office. So it's an open thing, so he sees anyone that comes up. Going to have like a desk here, but so he can also look out over his town and see what's going on within. Missing chimneys and the weird tree. Possibly going to have paintings and things, and outside of that we've only got like three bedrooms going on, which aren't too bad. And then going down, I'm going to do it with free cam because it's a bit easier. We've got nether portals down here. We've also got the cellar store coming from the servants corridor, so that's the only way up or down into the basement, which is literally, it's here just to house that nether portal. I'm not gonna lie, but we've got their own giant barrels so they're fermenting their own something, I guess, and then there's going to be a bit more storage in here once I've finished. And the last building we actually needed to get to is this one over here, which is our loggers cabin. So these are the guys that work up at the log camp. So they've got a kitchen diner situation going on. I might actually change the table in the other place to this, just nicer wood maybe. Yeah, and then a nice big kitchen. So they've got plenty of space in here to kick back and relax after a hard day of chopping wood. And then they've got bunk beds in here, some nice big wardrobes for things, and a storage room that is yet to be filled with armor statue stuff and things. So we're going to have like axes and specklers and stuff in here. That kind of thing. Let's just sleep real quick because it's kind of dark. There we go. That being said, they're not going to have an actual path into the town. So because they're hauling logs and things, what I'm actually going to do is it's going to end pretty much here, but come out to their own little private loading dock here. So they're going to have like one boat that they'll have to shuttle around to the other dock and unload the wood and lumber, unless they take it straight over to the trade island. Oh, I've missed literally everything on the way down. Unless they take it over there directly and sell it to someone over there. Now, with this place being probably about 90% done in terms of actual builds and things, it's just detailing really that's left. We're actually going to be moving on. Now, that also means a new village or town or something. And in this case, it's also going to be a new race. So the title kind of gave it away, but we're actually going to be introducing dwarves into the world. And to do that, they're going to need a brand new location. Now, this is supposed to be a newly discovered world, so it's going to attract a whole bunch of different people and races and whatnot, which is how we've got different styles developing through the world, from the cottages at the beginning to these Tudor-esque style dwellings here. But this is actually going to lead over to the development of kind of like proper engineering, I guess, kind of, which is how we're going to have like the pulley lift between the fishing village and the beginner's village, so Oak Village and whatever I called the fishing village, Willow, I think, maybe, or Mangrove, I'm not sure. The bridge, like the big bridge we need to build, and anything more that's to come in the future that I've not thought about yet. Now, this is the location we're deciding on for the dwarves, purely for the fact that we have this giant opening just here, and also this one just here, which leads through into the canyon. Actually, I think this one's a little bit better for... I liked the sense. So what I really like about it is this central. I can always break through from one side to the other. Now, they're not going to be like surface dwarves. They're actually going to live down underground. So I'm going to have a bunch of digging to do. And the Ring of Power has kind of given me a lot of inspiration for certain things, like the reflecting light mirrors that they have in Khazad Dûm, and just gonna have to rewatch it for some of the way they've done the architecture and stuff like that, just for a bit more fresh inspiration, I guess. And we kind of need to landmark this place, so there needs to be something that screams dwarves live here, but they're not just like miney dwarves. As I said, they're engineering dwarves, and I suppose warrior dwarves as well. So we need something that symbolizes this is where they're coming. And I think the front just here at the opening might be the place for something like that to go. And I'm going to have to slightly adjust this a little bit, and maybe that. That's not major. That's something we can easily sort out. But first things first, as I said, I think we need something that says dwarves live here. So let's jump into a time lapse and get that built. Just saw me build this guy here, but I thought I'd give him a friend and built one over there as well. Now these are not mine. They were found on Planet Minecraft, and I've got the name somewhere. This one, I put it on a sign. Okay, so these are designed by a guy called Nishisumi off Planet Minecraft. They're like 6 years old now, I think, and it got reposted like 2 years ago. And I just changed some of the blocks. So I added in the tuff and the deep slate, and these are recreations of the statues in front of Khazad Dûm, I believe, and they're actually holding a... They should have their hands on like an archway. So I'm going to need to either put something in their hands or put something in there, because currently it looks like they're doing a weird pose, I guess. But this here is going to be is now the entrance to what is going to be our Dwarven settlement kingdom, which I've not got a name for yet. I'm gonna have to think of a name for these guys, I suppose. But they are pretty imposing. As you can see, they're quite big. And one of the things I did change was their eyes. Initially, they have black concrete eyes, but because they're dwarves, I thought, let's give them gold eyes. And was there the deep slate handle head, and the quartz on the inside, as if it was like a different kind of metal or something like that. So I changed the hammer head, changed the interior of the hammer itself, and then the hair, I guess, or the helmet. I'm not entirely sure what the tuff is. Part of the helmet, I think. Because then we've got the cobble beard and whatnot. Yeah, I think they came out really well. They were absolute pain to build. There's a lot of unnecessary blocks in them, but I left them in just in case because, as I said, it's not my build. They're Nishisumi's. So it could have been that they were meant to be there. I'm not entirely sure. But with that, that is the end of this episode. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.